Hi guys and welcome back to AniCap Explained. Today we'll be recapping the anime called Shinobi no Ittoki. Without wasting any more time, let's begin. Are you looking for a harem anime with epic ninja girls of all types? Well, this anime has all you could ever ask for if you're looking for the kind of girl who can kick ass and look good while doing it. In the first episode, viewers are introduced to our main character Ittoki Sakuraba, an ordinary middle schooler with too many extra classes. Despite having several friends in his school, Ittoki cannot enjoy the last year of his middle school life because his mother is asking him to take several extracurricular activities like gymnastics and cram school. His mother even goes as far as hiring Kosetsu, a girl of Ittoki's age, to make sure Ittoki never skips a single class. On his way to cram school, Ittoki decides to parkour the rest of the way. However, along the way, he narrowly escapes a car accident. Meanwhile, back in Ittoki's family store, Tokusada Kaga, a worker in the grocery, has problems with a complaining customer. So Ittoki's mother tells him to go pick up Ittoki instead. Then on the drive home, Ittoki tells Tokusada about the incident. Tokusada then drops off Ittoki in his apartment where he waits for his mother to come home. Once Ittoki's mother Yumika Sakuraba arrives home, they cook dinner together and discuss the work from the extra classes. Finally, his mother explains that he should continue attending them for his well-being. The following day, Ittoki finds a love note in his shoe locker. He decides to meet the sender of the letter after school. The sender turns out to be a beautiful girl named Satomi Tsubaki. Eager to get the ball rolling, Satomi quickly asks if Ittoki wants to go out with her. The scene cuts to the next one at the Sakuraba household. While Yumika prepares dinner, Ittoki asks her if he can skip his Sunday cram school. Quickly figuring out her son's request, she asks her son if he got himself a girlfriend. The two talk over dinner and Yumika decides that Ittoki will not be going on the date. However, on Sunday, Ittoki chooses to go against his mother's wishes and head to meet Satomi. Satomi decides to bring Ittoki to her house. She tries to seduce Ittoki to lower his guard so she can kill him, but it turns out Ittoki was followed by Kosetsu and two members of her mother's grocery store. They manage to get him out of the house full of armed killers which are after Ittoki. Unfortunately, they have to tell Ittoki to run down to town because there were too many attackers for them to handle. So Ittoki wanders around but is assaulted by similarly masked attackers. When all hope seems lost, Tokusada reveals himself and rescues Ittoki. Unfortunately, the anime cuts to the fight scene and the next scene presents Ittoki arriving at a Japanese mansion. Tokusada explains that the mansion is Ittoki's family home. In the mansion, he learns that his mother is the current chief of the Iga Ninja clan, and the grocery store was just a facade his family used to hide the true identities of the clan members. His mother also explains that the Koga Ninja clan has plans to harm their clan and Ittoki must become a proper successor to the Iga clan. By the end of the explanation, Ittoki refuses to become the leader of the IGA clan. Ittoki has to make a decision. After hearing the story of his mother from Tokusada, Ittoki decides to stand by his mother's side and train. Meanwhile, Satomi and some of the Koga clan members are complaining about their failure to kill Ittoki. The next day, Reihatsuji informs Ittoki that he will enroll in Kokuten Ninja Academy to train as a ninja. He will also be living there during his studies. However, he will have to pass an exam to qualify for the school. Back in the family store, Yumika and Kozo Moriyama are confronted by someone from the Koga clan. Viewers also get acquainted with the Koga's young ninja named Suzaku-ban. The following day, Tokusada and Kosetsu arrive to take Ittoki to the entrance exam inside the Koga shopping center. Kosetsu and Ittoki proceed to the exam location, and they are told the exam will be a game of hide and seek. To pass the exam, Ittoki has to find his hider, who turns out to be Satomi in disguise. While Ittoki is taking the exam, the Koga clan attempts to murder him, but Tokusada, Kosetsu, and Ittoki manage to take them down. When Satomi and her group are caught, she and the other attackers are imprisoned. At first, the group thought Ittoki failed the exam due to not being able to tag Satomi, but Tokusada gets a call announcing that Ittoki passed and would be permitted to attend the Ninja Academy. Quirks of fate, Ittoki and Kosetsu move to Kokuten Ninja Academy, where they meet a girl named Ryoko Suzunone. Ittoki gets lost and has a run-in with some Koga clan elite ninjas. Luckily, a blonde girl manages to drag Ittoki away. She introduces herself as Kirai Kasegawa. During lunch, Ittoki angers people from the Koga clan. Subaru quickly stops the fight but reveals why the Koga clan is after Ittoki. It turns out that the IGA clan was responsible for taking the life of the Koga clan's previous chief. After the first day of classes, Kosetsu barges into Ittoki's room and reassures him that the Koga clan's accusation is false. The next day Ittoki experiences his first training class as a ninja. In the course he is tasked to use a ninja core and a ninja suit to get a manju at the end of the island and bring it back to the starting point. Because this is the first time Ittoki is using ninja tools, he struggles. Ryoko fixes Ittoki's suit, allowing Ittoki to begin the exercise correctly. Meanwhile, Suzaku and Kosetsu manage to get a manju to bring back to their teacher. On the way back, Suzaku spots Ittoki and tries to attack but gets repelled by Kosetsu. Kirai also runs into some trouble while trying to go back to the starting point. Ittoki manages to find Kirai, but the Koga clan students have already broken her core. Ittoki decides he needs to stop the Koga clan students from harming his classmates and decides to confront them. The principal stops the fight and the exercise continues. Before continuing with the exercise, Ittoki goes back to Kirai and returns her stolen manju and brings her to Ryoko. When Ittoki finally reaches the principal, only one manju is left. But to Ittoki's horror, the manju gets eaten right in front of him. Despite not being able to complete the exercise, Ittoki ends the day by making 2 new friends. Meanwhile, Tokisada gets a message telling him to infiltrate the Koga clan. Interesting story up to this point? Great! But before I move further, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and give us a like. Done? Well then let's continue. The next scene begins with showing the murder of the Koga clan chief. Shinwon Kazuki gets an assignment to keep a close eye on Tokisada, which is the prime suspect in the murder. Back with Ittoki, his teacher announces that they will have a ninja test and Ittoki pleads to Ryoko to help him study. But Kirai and Kosetsu explain that the exam is about using ninja tools to steal the answers instead. While working on learning how to use the ninja tools, Ryoko reveals that she is the daughter of the Saiga village's chief. She tells Ittoki that she wants to become a ninja like her father, but her father wants her to live a normal life. The next day, Ittoki and his friend discuss how they plan to steal the test answers. 2 other boys from the same class decide to join them. By nightfall, they begin their operation. Due to Ittoki's inexperience with ninja tools, he keeps messing up and relying on his friends to save him from getting caught. The team manages to get the answers from the safe, but the next day they find out the Koga clan students had switched the answers before they started their operations. Meanwhile, Tokisada manages to get information from Gentetsu's Sukono that Kidum Minobe has been looking for a ninja core that was given to the Iga clan. He reports his findings to Yumika. Back in the Ninja Academy, Kosetsu informs Ittoki that one of their friends is a traitor. After the ending credits, the Ninja Security Council finds a microchip and Satomi's corpse. A flashback appears of the former Koga clan chief speaking to Suzaku about a peaceful world without ninjas. After the opening credits, Ittoki's teacher announces that they will have another exam before the start of their summer break. At the dorm, Ittoki announces that he will not join his friends so he won't cause them to fail. Once Kosetsu and Ittoki reach his dorm room, the two argue because of Kosetsu's lack of concern for her own life. Ittoki takes a walk to cool off. The school principal then invites him to join him for a chat. According to the principal, ninjas exist to protect the peace, even if they do it in the shadows. The next day, Kosetsu trains Ittoki to take her core so he'll have an easier time taking another person's core during the exam. On exam day, they trick the traitor into spilling their fake location to the Koga clan students. However, the Koga clan students also have Plan B. Ittoki is left fighting Suzaku while Kosetsu accidentally ends up swarmed by other Koga clan students. Despite Ittoki damaging Suzaku's core, he faints while Suzaku still stands. He wakes up and is relieved that Suzaku hasn't killed him. The school continues as usual, and it is revealed to the viewers that Kirai is working for Suzaku. For a harem anime, Shinobi no Ittoki is very refreshing. The girls aren't actively looking for Ittoki's affection and seem to be working together to help Ittoki survive the Ninja Academy. However, we're still waiting for an episode where Ittoki improves his ninjutsu and can finally win a fight by himself. Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing so you never miss out on any new recaps. That's all for today, and we'll see you at the next one.